Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hello, children. Finally getting the last bit of asshole consulting done from the weekend. Hello, Cap. I hope you're doing well. I've been following you recently, watching many of your videos of Red Curse with a high IQ and Black Man's Got Out of Poverty. Awesome. Say, one person read it. All right, good. Thank you for your work and advice. It's brought back a sense of agency and self-confidence in my life. I'm 24-year-old introverted African-American male. No. If you're going to do it right, you are a black male. We don't do the African-American thing, not because it's politically correct and we hate political correctness, but because it takes 7 times too damn long to say African-American as it is black. Our life expectancies are just too damn short, and it pisses off all the right people. From Texas with a bachelor's of fine arts and film. I come from a lower middle class family, and my parents have fortunately been married for 30 years now. They're immigrants. I won't mention which country they're from, yeah, that's good. That's a nuclear family. That's awesome. I stumbled upon you and others from the Manosphere after realizing that my level of confidence in video production was lacking and my future was in jeopardy. With my degree, I didn't feel I was ready for many of the jobs I applied for. I also realized video production wasn't going to get me a stable lifestyle, as well as the fact that the jobs didn't pay well for the work needed. I find, this is not to slam you because everyone was lied to about college degrees. I find it amazing today. You could get it. Talk to Seth Himes. Look up. You and Seth Himes should have an interesting conversation. Get his book, Skip College for Success. But he also studied film. And he was the same thing, like, holy cow, they didn't teach you shit. I would think today, if you get a degree in film, they're at least teaching you, like, stuff that I don't know about, like, well, how do I set my settings on my video so it uploads to YouTube quicker? The jump from traditional filmography to modern day filmography over the internet with digital and all that. But again, and you're not that old, yeah, in other words, let's say you graduate 2 years ago with your fine arts and film. You're not ready to apply for a job. Again, arguing that degrees, here we go again, boys and girls, helping you out. The liberal arts degrees really are worthless. As well as the fact that the jobs didn't pay well for the work needed. So my goal now is to become financially stable, making at least $55,000 a year. Cool. Thank God, because I'm sick of telling, dude, bro, I want to make $250,000 a year, but I told him I'm 27, and this is realistic. This is feasible. My family has always struggled with money, so I don't want to continue for my life. I've begun learning programming, HTML, CSS, etc. on my own in the hopes of becoming a web developer, hopefully do video production as a side business because I still enjoy it. I've also began regularly working out, teaching myself to dance. I presume there's dance partners involved. I don't know how you teach your own self to dance. You can learn moves, which I did on my own. It looks like you're practicing some kind of Eastern martial art when you're doing it on your own. But you inevitably will need a girl. Reading, learning to improve my game with women, and learning to care less about what others think to build my confidence. So my question is, am I on the right path? What other adjustments do I need to improve my life? What advice, criticisms do you have? Some extra information. I have no good kids. Good. Keep it that way. Just don't have to wait till you're married. Follow your parents' advice or their what they did. 20,000 student debt, not bad. IQ of 128, somewhere around 120, 129. Good. All right. You can kind of do whatever you want. I have a job in data entry making meh-ish money, $12 an hour. I live with my parents. I help cook, clean, pay the bills, errands. I have acquaintances, but my only real friends is my brother. I can get along with others but struggle making meaningful relationships because I'm not too open. That's fine. Watch my video about there's nothing wrong being an introvert. Some people are just introverted. There's nothing wrong with that. And what you'll do is you'll cause yourself more damage trying to be extroverted. It'd be like me trying to play professional basketball or trying to, I don't know, what I'm just not good at. Trying to bench press 800 pounds. It's just not going to happen. So don't fight them. I mean, make friends, but don't worry about it. To see how I look, just Google my name. You won't find anyone in your lifetime with the same name as me, I guarantee it. Appreciate everything you've done, Cat. Keep speaking the truth. Thanks, asshole. And we'll keep you anonymous because you do have a unique name. What do I? You're doing really good. You realized, you've made your mistake. Your financial expectations are realistic. Most dude bro guys will aim, we'll make $250,000 by the time I'm this, and they'll aim for impossible goals and fails, but yours is a possible goal, and you very will likely not fail. Let's start with the career. I would not discount your ability to still make money in film, but via the way I do as an online internet personality. E-celeb or micro-internet celebrity or whatever they call it. Because of your background, immigrant background, you could speak to those group of people coming in and have yourself, albeit as a small immigrant group of people, but it'd be a very loyal group of people. A lot of people, you think, people laugh at people who make their career as a YouTube personality or on the internet or a blogger. But what I think people don't understand is that you only need about 1,000 people to support you. You're not going to make a lot of money on the internet. And there's ways to monetize things through Patreon and advertising on YouTube if you have a clean channel. You could write books like I do. Whatever. You produce different types of media. And if you're in film, you want to work in film, well, the future of film is the internet, albeit I have a crappy old camera. But that you have a background in film, you must have learned something from it, and I would apply that to a hobby of yours or some kind of interest in, like you said, do film on the side. What I'd recommend is you avail yourself of your immigrant background and say, hey, this is what it's like to be this type of immigrant, again, I don't want to give you away, in the United States. And look at this, and oh my God, and all that other stuff. So I wouldn't throw that away just yet. I like how you keep it as a hobby. But don't discount it if all of a sudden you're making $2,000 a month selling stuff or whatever. I like how you have started learning programming. The problem is going into web development that it's not that you can't find a job. It's just that it has become a very commoditized skill. It's not what it used to be in the late 1990s. Holy cow, you could write your ticket. Now it's more kernel, hard languages, hardcore languages. Not to say you can't make the money. Not to say it wouldn't be a great skill to have. Not to say it wouldn't complement kind of your artistic nature if you wanted to go into film. I mean, you see what a shitty job I did with asshole consulting. Imagine if I knew how to actually program and knew the inner workings of web design. But if you want, if $55,000 a year, yeah, you could, in time, you can make $55,000 a year. The thing I like about web development is you can do that online. You don't need to be anywhere, so you got location independence. But I'm thinking if you're going to put that type of effort to learn HTML and CSS and web-based code, why not go with the hard stuff? Now, it's not hard. That's what I'm saying. It's no harder than learning all this code. I remember trying to learn the code. I'm like, oh, Jesus. I was actually trying to... I used WordPress. What did I use? I used some... And I go into actual code, and all I did was mess it up. If you're going to put that type of effort, why go web development? Why not go hardcore software engineer? Learn the real stuff, and for an extra 5 to 10% effort, you can basically double your salary, assuming the market and the economy still stays as good as it is. So I like how you're doing that, but the only criticism I'd have is I would probably not go into web development and go Python, R, Ruby, what was it? C#. I have a video like the top programming languages to learn. Of course, that changes year to year. But that's if you're gonna learn programming. Teaching yourself to dance, that's good. Reading, I'm not a big fan of reading. Learn to improve my game with women. All right, cool. Don't make it your focus, man. There's nothing wrong with learning game. Just don't make women your focus. Learn to care less of what others think of me to build my confidence. Awesome. So my question, are you on the right path? What other adjustments, what criticism do you have? Yeah, you're on the right path. You absolutely are on the right path. And keep in mind, you're 24. Okay, you're living at home. You're working a $12 an hour job. What 24-year-old isn't? Comparatively speaking, though, you're doing better than most 24-year-olds. You don't have that much debt. You actually have a degree, although that's not going to do anything. I would always recommend the military. Always the military. At least check it, stopping at the reserves. Dude, you learn to program and you go into the reserves, you're going to be making your $55,000 pretty darn quick, especially with living allowance and stuff like that. You're not ready to get married yet, obviously. Your IQ is smart enough you can handle programming. I wouldn't go back to college for it. I'd see if you could take either a boot camp or you can teach it to yourself, or Udemy, Khan's Academy, that type of thing. If you ever find the need to get a degree in software engineering, I would go, what's it called, WGU online. And then your friends, I can get along with others but struggle making meaningful relationships because I'm not too open. Well, here's another thing. You're 24. Did you read Curse of the High IQ? Or was that the other? What book was it that you read? Yeah, I mean, read that chapter again about how hard it is to make friends. And then what you need to gain from that is to realize there's no damn solution. And all you do is make it worse trying to find friends. I'm not saying don't try to find friends, but don't make it so you're constantly getting shot down every day. Friendships should develop naturally. And if it's like going to a bar, you think, I gotta go to the bar, and you go there and it's painful. I gotta go to the nightclub. You go there, it's painful. That's your personality and your brain telling you, this fucking sucks. Let's not go here. And there's nothing wrong with it. So I would just keep doing what you do. Maybe you'll meet some guys working out. You're in a large metro area. That's why I asked. I said, "Where are you? Are you in a small little town? You're in a big town. Thankfully, you're in a big enough town. Maybe drive around. Try a different part of town." It's always a crapshoot in terms of what type of people you're going to run into. But I'd use meetup groups. I know there's some really good running meetup groups if you want to get into running. I had success in the Twin Cities with some running meetup groups. The rest of it, though, it's kind of, it's crap. So I don't know what it's like in your major town. Give that a shot. Try and go out. And, your only real friend is your brother. Got news for you. That's what it's going to be like by the time you're my age. You're going to have maybe your family, although with your family being a nuclear family, you stand a higher chance of having most of your family in your network and a good relationship than I do. But you might have one or two really good friends. At your age of 24, I won't lie, I had a great social life. It was wonderful. Where everyone's going out dancing. There's some maybe consider ballroom dancing. Again, I don't know what the scene is like down in your town. It could be great. It could be horrible, like in Knoxville, Tennessee, or Seattle or Minneapolis, where all it is social justice warriors and women with hairy armpits and blue hair. It depends. In your town, look into salsa. Your town should have a good, vibrant salsa scene. And that's good exercise. It'll help you with your game with women. It'll help. And you don't have to talk on the floor because the music is usually too loud. That will help with confidence. But again, don't go there for the sole purpose of meeting women. That'll be a nice little side byproduct. But it will introduce you to a social network of friends. Take salsa dance classes. You'll meet people. Go salsa dancing. But don't, with your IQ of 128 and the fact of 24, most of those people are going to become a little children to you. It sucks. It sucks being the smart person being young because everyone's, dude, man, let's go drink and get hammered. Some a little bit more esoteric and cultured, like learning to dance, structured dance would be well. And I'd start with salsa in your town. But yeah, man, you're doing all right. Don't worry about it. You like everyone else, you fucked up your degree. All right. I wish you majored in computer science the first time around, but you didn't. But that's spilt milk. We can't worry about that. But yeah, you should be able to make 55 grand a year, and inevitably you are adjusting for inflation. The key thing is you didn't fuck up, man. You didn't have some car you can't afford. You're not renting out some god-awful expensive apartment building. You didn't knock up some chick. You're doing real good. And if you ever read through Bachelor Pad Economics, I have a chapter in there called Don't Fuck Up. Actually, man, I think it's the same thing with Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty. If you simply don't fuck up, you're probably good, and we don't have war or economic collapse, you're going to do well in life. You're going to do okay financially. All right, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Check out all the links to my books below. The books are brilliant. The book if he bought Worthless, he would have avoided his film degree in 4 years and $20,000 in debt. And that's worth a $12.95 book. We'll see you guys then. Toodles.